Okay, it's recording now. So now you can do your thing.
Okay, we're going to act like we didn't just start over?
Yeah.
Whatevs. So, episode 17, CraZy Talk, Strange Laws.
Yay!
Yay! And a little bit of housekeeping. All right. So, next week is your week. You said you would do it. So
I'm going to do one. I'm going to put it together myself and do all the slides. And she will be the surprised one, not knowing what slides are going to come up.
So episode 18 will be...
And I'm going to do terrible toys.
Terrible toys.
Yep, all the toys that have been recalled for very obscure reasons.
Yeah. So are you ready for my PSA?
What? I don't even know what your PSA is this week.
Are you ready for my PSA? Red's PSA
yeah,
of the
what
week?
Is it? Let's have it.
You're not going to like it.
Yeah, well then I'm not ready.
You're not going to like it, but it's okay. You can power through this, okay?
All right.
Here we go. April is National Donate for Life Month. So we have sound bites. Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you, because that one costs bits. So
yeah,
that's good.
And we got blocked on YouTube for using the sexy sax because we broke a copyright rule. So we cannot monetize on YouTube.
Well, they're playing the video, but they won't allow monetization.
Because we used...
because of the one sexy sax one, which is Careless Whispers.
Yeah, when Grim Reaper sent the sexy sax. So
Which we don't care. Yeah. We're not trying to make no money on this or on YouTube, so we don't give a shit.
We don't care, but it's hilarious. I like getting blocked.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like you guys enjoy pissing off Nightbot and getting blocked in the chat. We too enjoy getting blocked. It's quite fun. Okay, so where were we? Oh, with my PSA, which is I am an organ donor, which he cannot stand. He does not want anybody donating their organs. I'm big. I know people who have benefited from, whose family members have been organ donors and saved other people's lives.
Now, before it makes me sound like a bad guy, let me explain. I'm all about donating organs if anybody wants any of this that I've already worn out. But I need to be able to do it in a way that it's not announced on my driver's license or whatever. Like, I don't want to be injured and get to a hospital and they're about to save you and then they're like, oh, organ donor, hold on, this is worth way more dead.
I don't think they do that.
Like, if they knew we did everything we could, now he's dead. Oh, wait, hold on. He happens to be an organ donor. Great. I don't mind donating my parts, but I don't want to die because of it.
So he firmly believes that that they'll take your parts from you and use them to help somebody else instead of
I think Taylor's trying to piss off Nightbot again.
Instead of trying to save you. So I don't believe that, and if they do, I won't remember it. So
their first job is to save you, but not if money's involved. I'm sorry, but if organs wasn't such in high demand, why is there such a big black market for it?
But they're not black marketing organ donors' organs.
No, but I'm saying there's such a high demand that of course they're going to let you die. If there's a black market for it that's that big, then that means the hospital is, I mean, you know not everybody is on the up and up.
I know.
You see, and I care a lot.
So I'm on week number 3 of no alcohol.
Yeah. So it's about time to start drinking.
No, so today I'm drinking my coconut LaCroix, which one of our friends, girlfriends, described as drinking static. She thinks the LaCroix drink tastes like drinking static. Remember she said that?
Yes. Which is why I've been running out of beer, but that's why I'm drinking hard seltzers, because I'm drinking all of her stuff she's not drinking.
I'm sober, sister.
This one's actually not bad, though. It's the one made by Carbach.
Yep, it's the original flavor. All right, so that was my PSA. Donate. If you're not an organ donor, please think about it. You could save someone's life. So, all right. Ooh, I'm sorry. And I forgot to close. If you like us, what is it called on Twitch? Subscribe? Follow to get notifications.
Follow's free. Subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, it's free, and it does benefit us. If you feel...
You can watch us on YouTube as well as all of our old episodes, except for last week because we forgot to record. You can still watch last week on Twitch. So we also have a Facebook page if you want to talk about the episodes after the episodes, if you watch them later, or if you want to see what's coming up or have a participation in that. Lolo says Michael donated his belly fat. Yeah, you never know.
Hey, me too. It might make some candles or some oil. It might make some oil.
I just got sick when you said candles. Like, who wants belly fat candles? I was listening to a Murder Crop podcast because that's all I do in my free time. And they said they found out that that someone actually did a crime because they described that they didn't know what fat looked like when a person was cut open. And they made a mistake of telling somebody that they saw what fat really looked like and that it was yellow. And it like helped prove that they were guilty of the crime. So now we all know fat's yellow. So I just imagined a big fatty candle.
Yeah, or oil.
Like blubber from a whale?
Yeah. Not cooking oil, like oil to heat your lanterns with.
Yeah, like blubber.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I did something special this week. Oh, I didn't do something special this week. Okay? I didn't fact check anything. So...
Well, everything's wrong.
I didn't fact check.
But we're going to pretend it's right.
Remember when that one time I fact checked the armadillos weren't bulletproof? Mm-hmm. Well, this time I didn't fact check. So, are you ready for some non-fact checked strange laws?
Yeah.
All right. I'll kick it off then. All right. In Toronto, Canada, it is illegal to climb a tree.
In the entire province of Toronto?
So no person shall in a park unless other authorized by a permit. So I guess you can get a permit.
Oh, you can get a tree climbing permit. Oh,
climb, move, or remove a whole part of any tree, rock, or boulder, sand, soil, or wood.
So you can't climb it to remove parts, or you just can't climb it in general?
You cannot climb, move, or remove.
Huh. So no geocaching there up in trees.
I love climbing trees when they're this far off the ground. I almost got that picture of me climbing a tree. Oh, yeah.
I have it somewhere.
Yeah. I climbed a tree that was probably 3 foot off the ground and convinced Tim to...
I laid on the ground. So every time, which wasn't many, but when we were geocaching, every now and then we would come across a cache that was way up in a tree. And I would have to climb the tree to get the cache down. I would bring a pin with me and sign it, walk it back up and put it and climb back down. And we found one that was like, really, if I jumped, I could have reached the cache. It was right there. But she wanted to climb the tree to get it because she hadn't done it before. So it took her a while to get that 3 foot off the ground. But she did get up there. I boosted her. She got up on the one large branch and she reached up to get the cache and she convinced me to lay on the ground and put the camera on the ground like this and take the picture upwards so that it was an illusion that she was way up in a tree.
I do the same.
And it worked. It looked like she was way up in a tree somewhere.
I do the same thing when I catch a fish, too. There's a certain angle that you can do.
Yeah, when she catches
I caught a bass that was like this big, and I hold it out, and it...
I have her hold it kind of close, but then I come in at an angle so that the fish looks really big in front of the camera, and it makes it look like she caught a monster bass.
So, Reefer says that they're going to try to guess whether these are true or not. That's a fun game, but I don't know the answer. Like, I don't know if they're true or not.
Y'all can Google it and see if it's true.
Y'all can call us out on Facebook later if they're not. But yeah, so, them darn Canadians. All right. It's illegal for your chicken to cross the road in Georgia. If you
did yellow font on top of the yellow sign.
I know. If you own chickens in Quitman, Georgia, it is illegal to let them cross the road. I thought that was funny. But there's a reason for it. The law essentially wants owners to have their chickens under control at all times.
I was saying, you would just have to fence them in, right?
They don't want them wandering around.
No loose chickens.
No chickens crossing the road.
Keep your cocks contained.
I want to make a shirt that says that. Contain your cocks.
Contain your cocks.
I want to make a shirt. This is not a good outfit for me to wear because I turn red really easily, and I'm just watching myself turn red and red. Oh my gosh. All the podcasts that I listen to have like these shirts. Like the one murder podcast that I listen to has one that says ban the van because they said it'll stop kidnappings if they don't let people have creepy vans anymore. And so I was that could be our pot. It could be ReddMetal, and then it would say contain the cocks.
Contain the cocks. Contain your cock.
I mean, we have crickets. We can make that happen. Okay.
So it's not really crossing the road. It's just...
It is. The law actually says cross the road, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
They probably put that one in because it was funny because of the joke. Why the chicken cross the road?
Right. Okay. You think? Okay. All right. So it's illegal to run out of gas on the Autobahn.
That should be a law. It should be a law to run out of the gas anywhere.
Yeah. So basically, the German Autobahn, they see that as a preventable circumstance. There is zero reason you should run out of gas. It's a preventable circumstance. And entering and exiting is only allowed on marked interchanges, and running out of gas leads to stopping, which is super dangerous on the Autobahn. So running out of gas on the Autobahn is a...
Didn't they put a speed limit on the Autobahn like 20 years ago or something?
Did they? And then they just took... Did they remove it?
No, I thought it was still had a speed limit.
So, Mother, yeah, I guess she's been on the Autobahn in Germany. So... I wouldn't be able to handle it. I know when the first time I went to Mexico, since the stop signs are like suggestive, they don't necessarily stop at them. In the part of Mexico that I went to, I couldn't handle it. I threw a jacket over my head and I just couldn't. I could not do it because it just freaked me out. I can't even imagine.
Okay, so there's not a speed limit on the Autobahn, but they did put a recommended maximum. But you won't get in trouble for going faster, but they put a recommended maximum, which is 130 kilometers per hour, which is equivalent to 80 miles per hour. So that's their recommended speed on the Autobahn, but it's not illegal to go faster. Okay.
But Reefer says it's weird that we call I could be your mother or not mother, like Norman, remember?
Yeah.
One of our kids...
Everything is shorter, right?
One of our kids used to call me that. Used to say, Mother. And I'm like, oh, that's creepy. Like Norman Bates. Mother.
I mean, the Grim Reefer. We just say Reefer.
Yeah. All right.
Lolo 2740. We say Lolo. Taylor and his big-ass name. We say Taylor.
You ready?
Taylor sucks at gaming.
Mm-hmm. You ready?
Yes.
Check this out. There's something about your job and something about my job in this podcast.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there you go. Billboards are banned.
Where?
Billboards are not...
I can't live there.
Yeah. Billboards are not wanted in Hawaii. It's one of 4 states that ban billboards. You want to guess what the other states are?
You would think since I'm in that industry I would just know, but I don't. Alaska?
Yes.
Woo, I got... Okay, so there's 2 left?
Yes.
Definitely not California, because there's a GTA game based on fictional California,
and we've been to Californias and we've seen them.
Oh yeah, New York. No, there's signs all the fuck over New York. Never mind.
No. Mother says they didn't see any in Germany, but I don't know. They're in Mexico. The billboards are 5 times the size that they are in the U.S. They're much larger.
Rhode Island, since it's so small, one billboard takes up all of Rhode Island.
Nope, not Rhode Island. So you did get Alaska. So the other 2, Lola was close. Maine and Vermont.
Maine and Vermont.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
You know, Fort Worth is a city, not a state, but they're trying to get rid of billboards.
Why? What is the reason?
Well, they're not trying to get rid of billboards. They think that they're ugly. But really, they're not. And I'm not saying that because I work in the billboard industry. Like, you don't really notice the aesthetics of a billboard. You just really see the ad. But they won't let us do maintenance on our boards in Fort Worth. Yeah, we're never allowed to. Like, they require, like, a lot of money and some expensive permit and all this. They basically want the boards to eventually be unusable so that we have to take them down.
And then they won't
just us, all the companies.
And then they won't give you a billboard. They won't give you a permit to put a new one up.
Correct.
That's smart.
And I'm like, but the thing is, they're made out of steel. They will literally last hundreds of years.
You've got.
So do you want? I mean, it's going to last 100 years. Do you want it for us to maintenance and make it look good, or do you want it to look run down and still be there? That's the part I don't understand. But.
So what's interesting is you've got, cell phone towers and power line. I mean, everything's ugly. It's not just,
I think before I worked in the billboard industry, I didn't even really pay that much attention to billboards.
I did, but I didn't pay attention to the fact they were a billboard.
The structures, right. You just only see ads. You don't pay attention to the steel structure and all that and the lighting.
Your brain, oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Dropped my stuff. I think that your brain just kind of, because that's what it does with power poles and things.
You don't notice all that stuff because it's just normal things.
Your brain's amazing. Like when I first got my glasses that have a wide side to it instead of the thin one, I was complaining to my optometrist that I had a blind spot, and they said give it a couple weeks and your brain would actually correct, and you would never see the sides of your glasses anymore. And sure damn enough, it just went away. I can't even see the sides of my glasses anymore. They said your brain just corrects things like that. All right, so no billboards.
I've heard stories of people that have I don't know if the stigmatism is the right word, but there's a thing where you'll have a black dot in your vision, everywhere you look, the black dot is.
Yeah, I call them floaters, but
and
I
then
don't.
After a while, it goes away. It doesn't actually go away. Your brain just adjusts so that it doesn't. It takes it out of your vision because it doesn't need to see it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Ready for the next one?
I am.
Okay. You can't be overweight in Japan, but
shit.
The reason I did this
That's
picture,
not true.
I did this picture because look at them toes, man.
I'm more worried about overweight being 136.2 pounds.
Yeah, me too. Well, they're small. They're short in Japan.
That's what I'm saying. That can't be a real law. You know why? That's where sumo wrestlers are from.
So yeah, but check this out. Those exceeding...
There's a sumo writer in the law.
So, check this out. Those exceeding the government limits of 33.5 inches...
must become sumo wrestlers.
33.5 inches for men and 35.4 inches for women. Those were established in 2005. They basically send you to classes on how to take better care of yourself and align your dieting, and they give you 3 months worth of classes if they don't lose. They give them 3 months. If they don't lose weight, then they have to start going to classes, and it's all reported. Yeah.
So they have to weigh they can't weigh over a certain weight.
No, it's by
their height.
This is by inches. 33.5 inches for men and 35.4 inches for women, the waistline.
Oh, your waistline can't be a certain size.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
They'd be fat shaming over there.
Yeah.
So is there a writer in the law for sumo?
No. It's a health guideline standards. It's for diabetics, and they're trying pre-diabetic, and I mean there's a reason for it. It's for the health and safety of their... I think that's a little overreaching, but anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw a thing that somebody's weighing people before they get on the plane now. They weigh you and your luggage.
Yeah, so what happens... I was going to ask the same question Raina just asked.
If you still don't lose weight...
do they put you in prison? Do they fine you until you lose weight? $100 a week? I mean, what's the penalty?
Mm-mm. Mike isn't fat. He just has a tumor. No, I don't. Raina, I don't know what happens. I know initially they give you 3 months and then they start sending you to classes. I don't know if they fine you or what they do after that. I didn't look at phase 2. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, keep going. This is one of my favorites, even though they're disgusting. Men must wear Speedos on French beaches. They must. It's a requirement. And I think Speedos look so gross.
Okay, like the actual brand?
No, Speedo style.
Okay, because Speedo is a brand. I was like, that's like saying you must wear Nikes.
I don't know if they are a brand or if it's also...
No,
I know Speedo's a brand, but I think it's a style as well. No, this is true. Listen, men are not allowed to wear baggy swimming trunks or board shorts at most swimming pools or in water parks, especially at campsites. You can wear Speedos or slightly more flattering Daniel Craig Speedos and long leg shorts only if they are skin tight. They say it's cleaner. They want
the women to be able to judge your package.
No. It's supposed to be for cleanliness.
A woman wrote that law.
No, they don't. They have to wear Speedos. They can't wear They cannot wear baggy shorts of any kind.
Right, because you can't see the package.
Is Nightbot fucking with Taylor?
Or Taylor's fucking with Nightbot.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
So, no, Speedos are so gross. Like, on the cruises, some of the foreigners, because, I mean, it is, foreign people do, like, Italians, and they always have the hairy chest, the really hairy chest, in a Speedo, and they're all, oh, it's so gross.
But, I mean, there's a lot of different Speedos. There's Speedos that look like, almost like
that's what they
wetsuits.
Daniel's Craig Speedo that are longer.
You can wear those?
You can wear the long...
So it doesn't have to be the one that looked like a bikini.
But they have to be skin tight. They absolutely have to be skin tight. Taylor and Nightbot are having an affair. Okay. Anyway, go gross. I don't like it. I don't like Speedos at all. Even if you're a hot guy.
I'm gonna see if Amazon will take those back. I ordered for pool season then.
Oh, we might not have anybody over this summer. If I started telling it, if everybody showed up and the guys were in Speedos, I don't know.
That's what I said when I used to jet ski a lot.
You wore Speedos?
No, but I wore a wetsuit. And I look ridiculous because I'm so fat. Like a fat man in a wetsuit. But I would go in the cold season, so you wore it to keep warm.
Uh-huh.
And, man, I tell you what, a fat dude in a wetsuit is not attractive.
And I bet they're hard. You know, there was an excursion on one of the cruises I wanted to take, and they said we had to wear wetsuits. And I was like, I was thinking of them being rubber and how big my ass is. And I was like, people are going to see me try to get into that wetsuit. I'm not going to do that.
Now, I'll tell you right now, if you saw me in my wetsuit, you wouldn't freak out. Because I wore I wore swim trunks over top of it, and I wore a t-shirt over top of it. But when I took that and I was just in the skin-tight wetsuit, man, I was funny looking as hell. I ain't even gonna lie.
So for the... Raina said, warn me if Amazon doesn't take your Speedos back. But no, I wanted to go in the caves in the cenote. Is that the cenote? And they required that you wore a wetsuit. Like, you had to wear you couldn't wear anything over it. And I thought about you and me trying to get into those wetsuits.
Oh, I've gotten into them a lot of times.
No, I couldn't. I was afraid they may not have dressing.
That's the reason I never took scuba diving lessons, because I gotta wear that wetsuit.
Okay. All right.
I don't mind wearing it. I just don't want everyone else to have to see me in it. That's my problem.
I don't care about people seeing me in it. I just don't know how I'm going to get into it.
Yeah.
It's too...
I do it for everyone else's eyes.
No way. No way. Okay. Ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So.
No, they don't tear. They're tough.
No, those things stretch.
They're tough and they're tight and they stretch. Speedo fashion show. Y'all be ready. Y'all be ready. I will live stream Taylor in. He can join. He can show off his Speedos.
Gross. I don't even care how, even if you're cute, it leaves nothing to the, it reminds me of that orange suit you have that I will not go in public.
You don't let me wear it.
I will not
That's
go
my favorite.
He has a bright orange suit that I will not go in public with
Not a
him.
wetsuit, like a suit. Like a suit jacket, suit pants.
He can wear the jacket, but he's not allowed to wear the pants. Because you can see his urethra through those pants.
They are skin tight.
You can
but
see...
I'm not fat from the waist down, so I don't look chunky in them. But you can see my package. She doesn't want other ladies looking at my package.
You can see the outline of your urethra.
It's very tight.
It's so tight.
But they look so cool, though, because they're bright orange.
We did have pictures taken with him in that suit, but it's before that he gained weight. It fit at one point. At one point, it was understandable. And I kept telling him, just tuck it, but he didn't want to. He wasn't
tucking.
He wasn't going to tuck it.
Everybody can see this business.
It was so bad. But I think when he wore it for the pictures, it fit. It fit a little better.
No, I just, you made me, I don't know. I had to walk funny and stand funny. I mean, I didn't have to. You just didn't want it, showing.
No, it was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. It was worse than a Speedo. Because in the Speedo, they're supposed to be doing it, and you were just oh. Anyway, okay. All right. So in Poland, Winnie the Pooh was banned from a Polish playground because of his dubious sexuality and inappropriate dress.
Who was this?
Winnie the Pooh. Because of his dubious sexuality and inappropriate dress. The best part was when I was reading the article, the best part about it was one person in the town that this happened in said the problem with that bear is he doesn't even have a complete wardrobe.
He doesn't. Why even wear a shirt? I mean, you're a bear anyways, so why even wear any article of clothing?
I don't know. At one point, they called him a hermaphrodite. I'm like, how can you prove that? You can't prove that.
Well, a hermaphrodite would have a vagina and a penis, so you would still see the penis.
I know. I don't understand it. I just thought that was hilarious. Because of his dubious sexuality and inappropriate
I've
dress.
never even thought of Winnie the Pooh as being
sexual. No. I never thought
I never see him trying to, like, woo Piglet or anything. You?
Not, come to think of it, no.
He cared about, well, remember when I told you about cows the other day? Remember we were driving and I was telling you how boring cows are?
Yes.
And I would hate to be a cow. If I had to choose one animal in the world not to be, like if there was reincarnation or whatever, I would not want to be a cow. Because they literally do nothing all day long but eat grass, shit, and sleep. And then they wake up just to eat more grass so they can shit again. That's what Winnie the Pooh reminds me of. He had one goal in life, now it's just eat honey.
I love honey because
but at least he done other things. He talked, he had friends, he interacted. Cows don't do shit. They stand next to each other in the field and don't even interact with each other. Every other animal at least play. You see birds playing with each other, squirrels wrestling. No, cows are boring as fuck. I would be bored as fuck as a cow.
But not as a Pooh Bear?
No, I guess Pooh Bear would be alright.
I agree, Raina. Leave Pooh alone. Yeah, he is. Taylor says his obsession with honey would be a better point to bring up. Yeah, it is kind of like meth. Kids don't do. Yeah, Taylor, why talk about his dubious sexuality when you could talk about addiction?
His addiction
And his obesity. Those would at least make sense. He's got tiny little legs and a big Pooh Bear belly. All right, you ready for the next one?
And he never hibernates.
No.
What kind of bear is he, anyways?
A honey bear.
A honey bear. Okay.
Duh.
Fair enough.
Taylor said Pooh Bear better stay the hell out of Japan. He's bigger than 30.
That's for sure.
He's bigger than 33.5.
He's going to be put in prison. He's either going to have to go to prison or become a sumo wrestler. Woo! What's this?
Well, I have the Speedos for the ones that like to look at the men. And
did you have a Speedo picture?
I did.
I missed it. Go back.
How did you miss the Speedo?
I guess because it was a dude in a Speedo, so I didn't care enough. Oh, I do remember that wasn't Speedo. That was all right.
Hey,
go ahead.
Don't touch my iPad.
Go ahead. What
You're
you got
not
to
in
say?
control of this presentation. All right. In Russia, women cannot wear lacy underwear. It's illegal. But not for the reason that you think.
I was trying to think of a reason in the first place.
So, the customs union made up of 3 post-Soviet countries introduced the regulation, which requires clothing in contact with the skin to contain at least 6% cotton for safety reasons. So if you're a chick, it's moisture absorbent and things. You can have problems if you don't wear cotton. Cotton is what you're.
You can't have lacy cotton?
No, that'd be weird. No.
And how would they know if you were wearing lacy underwear anyways? Do they inspect you? Do they look under your skirt?
It says that the regulation's designed to protect consumers against synthetic garments that don't absorb moisture and cause skin problems.
That's why there's so many upskirt videos in Russia.
Yeah.
Because people are they're doing it for the law.
It said most luxury lingerie is made of materials less than 4% cotton, and that won't be allowed. I wouldn't be looking up Bertha's skirt. What's a Russian name? Helga. Is Helga Russian?
Sure.
I wouldn't be checking to see if...
Helga must have nothing but lace. She's like, I'm not going to Russia. I have to buy a new wardrobe.
Or...
They know when you hang it out.
When you hang out your underwear?
I guess you don't have dryers.
To dry. Oh, I saw a thing on the interweb the other day that some girl from...
Sorry, I have hours of upskirt videos to ensure everyone is following the law. Yeah.
So she was saying it was crazy that Americans use, I think she was from Australia, so the Americans use dryers. They're like, why? Do Americans not have sun and wind? They thought it was bizarre that we use dryers. Because people don't use... They're like, why would you waste electricity and energy?
There's no way America is the only country that uses dryers.
I didn't say it was, but they thought it... there was a video of a girl like...
Like, all the biggest manufacturers are literally in Japan.
But maybe they export. Mike says the way to get around it is to make a very large tag that is made of cotton. Yeah, so your percentage ratios, maybe in some of those tea bags if the tag was big enough. What would you do with the tag, though? Stuff it down in there? I don't know.
They worried about if it's not cotton, you're not going to be doing the absorbing... now I can't say the word. Absorbing that you need.
Yeah. You can get...
Now I'm picturing underwear just absorbed with all of this wetness from women now.
Let's not do that. That's probably not a...
That's what I'm trying to say. Do you really need that? Do you leak that much down there or whatever?
It's not leak. Oh my God. We're just gonna... Are you ready for the next one?
I mean, come on.
This started off rather sexy and now it just
Can't it just have a cotton vagina trail?
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, Raina says you could just cut the tag off after you buy it. So, yeah, but then you have to carry the tag around in your pocket to prove that you had that cotton tag, right? Oh my God. All right, ready for the next one? You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. In Montana, you cannot give a rat as a present. No person shall raise pet rats. It is unlawful for any person to sell, offer for sale, harbor, raise, or give away pet rats, toys, premiums, novelties, or any other purpose except as feed for reptiles, birds of prey, or both.
I was just about to ask, so what happens if you raise falcons or snakes and you can't buy rats? But you answered that question.
Only for feed. Only for feed. Remember when we found that rat in our pool that it was like a pet rat? It wasn't a real rat?
Yes, it was a pet rat.
It was a fancy, what do you call it? Those rats that are only made for bred for pets?
Yeah.
A fancy rat? Or
like in our pool skimmer when I opened, I find it or you?
Wasn't it a flip-flop?
No, well, yeah, but the flip-flop was in the skimmer.
You opened it.
Yeah, I opened it to empty the leaves, and there was a flip-flop in there that I guess sucked into the skimmer, and there was a rat just chilling on it. But he was not a house rat. He was a long rat.
The fancy, I think they're called
Yeah, and he was
rats.
like the white with the black spots. Like, he was definitely a pet store rat.
Yeah.
So somebody's rat got away and ended up in our pool. Yeah, he was alive.
Yeah, he was alive. He was chilling on a flip-flop.
I let him go. I just took him out in the back and just let him
like
go.
Like Rose on the door in Titanic. Metal won't watch Titanic with me, so he doesn't know. Yeah, like Rose on the door in Titanic.
Was the door floating in the water?
I'll never let you go. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. What did you do with it? Did you fling him across the yard?
No, I just went and placed him out I brought him to the front yard and placed him out by the trees. Maybe he'll survive, maybe he won't. I mean, does a pet rat know how to survive in the wild? I don't know, but I didn't want a pet rat.
Yeah, we weren't going to do that. All right. So, here's some facts about walking your dog. You must walk your dog daily in Rome. You must walk your dog 3 times a day in Turin, Italy. It's the law.
And how do they know whether you've done that?
Roman dogs are entitled to walks every day under new rules in the Italian capital. It's also banned docking pets' ears and tails and leaving them in hot cars. Italian media said the rules are intended to give millions of pets, wild birds, and other animals a dignified existence compatible with their needs. I don't know how they manage it. Maybe you have to punch it. Hey, you know how the way that they do housekeeping now, where when you go to clean a room, you scan a code in the room? Have you heard about that? They have it at water parks too. I think we learned about it at Schlitterpond. Like when the people have to go do the patrols, you have to scan to prove
just
that you
to show
were
that you were there.
Maybe you have to scan. Maybe you have to scan your dog or something.
Or they have GPS in them. They can see if you walked them.
Well, they already have the chips.
Yeah. I don't know. The reason I asked how can you enforce it is because technically here in our city, we have to register our dogs with the city. We have to register them and pay a registration fee and register our dogs with the city. We've lived here for 8-9 years. I've never registered our
Yeah,
dogs
we
yet.
have. We have.
No, I never did.
Yes, we have, because when we had the problem with Loki, one of the things that we got a ticket for was that we needed to go register them, and we went and registered them. Yeah. It's so that if your dog gets lost, that the city will make sure he gets back to you, but ours are chipped.
Yeah, they're chipped anyway. So if he gets lost, he goes to the pound scans him, and they call us.
Yeah, right. Lolo, you have to register your dog. It's an annual thing. It's a permit. I don't really know what maybe it pays for.
Maybe not in your city that you live in, because it is a city ordinance, but most cities have it.
No, because it's Arlington, and when we were in Arlington, we had to register as well.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. Most cities have it. Why? Because it's revenue. Why not? But
Reefer says it's so they know that they've been vetted. Well, ours have been, to the tune of $600 a dog.
Yeah, but vetted when? At the time of registration? And then do you have to re-register them every year? If so, I know we don't do that.
Well, the rabies shots that we get are 3 years now.
Yeah, but we just started that this year.
No, we've had the rabies shots, the 3-year rabies shots.
I thought this was the first time it was a 3-year.
No.
All right. Well.
No. 3 years. Ours are vetted, but not registered with the city. All right. Ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is illegal to call a woman an unchaste name in Oklahoma. Do you know where that picture's from? You do.
That is... Oh, that's a chastity belt from
men.
Yeah, Men in Tights.
We're men in tights. Tights. We roam.
Did you know I would get that?
Fights. Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
I was going to be so ashamed if you didn't know that.
I was like,
the chastity
and then I was like,
belt.
oh yeah, that's the chastity belt for Men in Tights.
Men in tights. Well, some people say chaste, so I don't know. Anyway, unchaste, unchaste.
I think it's chaste because you chastise people, right?
Yeah, but unchaste is like whore. I tried to look up examples of unchaste names, and I couldn't really. But it was like anything. I'll read the definition of the law. It'll tell you if any person shall orally or otherwise, I guess in writing, like if you wrote it in a letter, falsely and maliciously or falsely and wantonly impute to any female, married or unmarried or married, a want of chastity, he shall be deemed guilty of slander, and upon conviction, fined not less than $25.
So that just means you can't call her a whore
and
or a
no
slut?
more than $500, or by imprisonment, no less than 30 days, no more than 90. So yeah, you can't slander a woman.
So you can't say they're a slut or a whore or a...
Right. You can't bring their... What is it like? You can't bring their properness into question, or what do you I can't think of the word. You know where you're like in the
their purity.
Their pure, yeah. Yeah. You can't do that. So yeah, I don't know who put it. Yeah. So reefer, yeah, it does say.
Well, I was gonna say, but falsely
and maliciously.
So does that mean if she is a whore? And you can prove
reputation. That's what the reputation.
So if she is a whore and you can prove it, then you can get off scot-free?
I guess so.
No, Judge, she's a whore. Let me give you this list of dudes.
What is that? Remember that rap song?
No, but there's an app now that you can hum to it, and it will tell you what song you're thinking of.
Yeah, she's a hoe. You use a hoe. You know you a hoe.
No, I don't
yeah,
know
there
that.
is. I think it's like Biggie Smalls or somebody where he says, "Use a hoe."
I don't know a lot of rap songs. You already know that.
I know.
Well, this is from 1989.
Okay. Ludicrous. Maybe that's right. I don't know. I swear to God, it is. You know, use a hoe. Yeah, use a hoe. Yeah, Taylor knows, but I can't get it out of my head. I'm trying to sing it to a Biggie Smalls tune, but I know it's a song. Maybe I'll put that on our Facebook later. Use a hoe, you know, use a hoe. Okay. All right. Here's another one. You ready? In Scotland, if someone knocks on your door and requires to use your toilet, you are required to let them in.
I've actually knew that one. I heard that before.
Yeah. You are absolutely required. Which is how a lot of murders happen. Remember
you cannot decline anyone
the use of
your restroom. Yeah, I heard that before. I knew that one.
So... Do you remember that Keanu Reeves movie that we watched where those two girls came in to his house and then...
Oh, yeah.
Weren't they asking to use the bathroom?
No, their car broke down.
Oh, well, anyway, I would not... Well, if you want to kill someone, you just say you gotta use their bathroom. Or their water closet, or whatever they call it in Scotland.
That's a restroom, I think.
Yeah, I don't...
The powder room.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you where you don't have to let someone use your damn bathroom. New York City.
You don't have to have a bathroom.
It took me 3 hours.
No different than New Orleans.
It took me 3 hours.
You can't find a bathroom
in
New Orleans either.
Yeah, if you go buy a beer. If you go into a bar.
Go into a bar, buy a beer. But yeah, it's hard to find a bathroom in New Orleans. Nobody has one that they'll let you use.
In New York...
But you know what? If I was a business owner in New Orleans, I wouldn't want all them nasty motherfuckers pissing in my bathroom either.
It's not the pissing, it's the drug usage.
I don't know. I don't want to clean that
and
bitch.
the homeless people.
All them drunk people pissing all over my floors.
You've got to go buy something and ask for the code to go to the bathroom in New York. And I had the kids when I was the chaperone for the school trip. I had them all day on the street, and I had to pee because I was drinking a lot of water because we were out in the sun and walking around. And every time I wanted to use a bathroom, I had to find a restaurant and buy something. And I had a whole group of 5 kids, so you know how much money we spent? Every time someone had to pee, we had to go buy something. So I'd be like,
everybody better pee right now.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Or you're holding it for the next 90 minutes minimum.
It was very inconvenient. So yeah, in Scotland, you have to let people use your toilet. I think that's so weird. That's just a weird...
You know what I hate? I hate convenience stores or stuff like that won't let me use the restroom.
Yeah, there was one in Kennedale that's an asshole.
There's a few. Yeah. There's one down in Cleburne also that I won't stop at. And the thing is, I'll go in because I work on the road, so I have to use the restroom and I have to stop somewhere. And it makes me so mad when I go in someplace. And most of the time when I am going in those places, I plan on buying something anyways. A Gatorade.
But you're going to go bathroom first because you don't want to take it to the bathroom with you.
Right. So I go in, I'm like, hey, where's your restroom? And the thing that sucks is the one in Cleburne has a really great kitchen area that they don't cook great, but they do the fried stuff, like the fried burritos, the chicken wings, and all. But theirs is great. It's really good. And I refuse to buy food from them now because they won't let me use the bathroom.
Well, I mean, and then you don't want to buy something then go to the bathroom. You want to buy it after. So you shouldn't just assume someone's not going to use your bathroom.
Right. So if I walk in and the rest, I'm like, and a lot of times they put a sign on the door that says, bathroom out of order. It's not out of order. And it's been out of order for 3 years now.
Fix it.
And I know you work here for a 10 or 12 hour shift. Do you just never piss? No, your bathroom works. Where do you pee? That's what I want to tell them. I'm going to tell them that next time. Oh, we don't have a bathroom. Well, then where do you pee? I'm going to go pee there. Because I really have to piss right now.
Especially if you have little kids. Little kids ain't about to wait. Once you start potty training them, they are not going to wait. They need to go potty. So.
But anyways, that's one of my pet peeves. I fucking hate it when that happens.
All right. So this one is from the UK. It is illegal to suspiciously handle a salmon. I just thought that was hilarious. Suspiciously.
What do you suspiciously do with the salmon?
I looked that up because I knew you would ask. I'm so glad you asked. The Salmon Act of 1986, because there's actually a Salmon Act.
Wait, what state is this in?
This is the UK.
Oh, this is in the UK. Okay.
So the Salmon Act of 1986 is an act of parliament which outlines the difference between legal and illegal salmon fishery, among other things. The act also makes it illegal to handle a salmon in suspicious circumstances, and defines suspicious circumstances are, however, as when the salmon has been fished illegally.
Oh, okay. I was thinking suspiciously.
Like you're slapping someone in the head with it.
I'm like, how do you suspiciously handle a salmon? And I'm trying to think of it. And one of the only things that come to mind is somebody trying to molest salmon.
Pull their eggs out manually.
Is somebody trying to stick their penis in it somewhere? I can't think of anything else why it would be illegal.
Taylor's right. He says that keep your fish fetishes out of the UK. What are you doing with them salmon?
And them some bright ass colored salmon you have pictured there.
Yeah. Have you ever seen salmon in real life?
Yeah.
I'm going salmon fishing. I told you that. A customer invited us to go salmon on a salmon excursion. to fish.
Yeah, where?
In the Northwest. I think Oregon? I don't remember. Yeah. If they let us take spouses, you get to go too. But I don't know. Yeah. All right. Ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
And Raina, yes, getting gas counts. And I don't know how they know whether you got gas or not. I don't like people that are rude and just make assumptions. Like, excuse me, you can't go to the bathroom because you haven't bought a stick of
Well,
gum.
and the thing is, I don't run into the people that are like, no, you have to be a customer. It's only for paying customers. I don't run into that. I run into just them flat out saying we don't have a restroom or our restroom doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay, you ready for the next one? You cannot wear a fake mustache in an Alabama church. So according to what I found, it's illegal to wear a fake mustache in Alabama for the purpose of causing laughter in a church.
I laughed just looking at it and thinking about it.
It's okay to wear a fake mustache as long as you're not trying to elicit laughter.
Why else do you wear a fake mustache?
As a disguise. So if you want to disguise yourself for church, you're fine. But if you're trying to get people to laugh during the church service, it's not okay.
So, like, if you're a Satanist, but you're an underground Christian, you're going to put on your mustache, like, hope none of my Satan friends see me here.
You'd see all your devil horns, though. I mean, like, it'd be pretty obvious.
I didn't say if you're Satan. If you're a Satanist. Satanists don't have devil horns.
Oh, so you're...
Only the Dark Lord himself has the horns. His followers are normal. Just like your Christians don't have wings.
Is that a Rhett Butler? Wings. Is that a Rhett Butler mustache?
I was going to say, why'd you pick a red mustache? That's crazy.
I thought it was...
Just because it was obviously fake?
Because it's Redd Butler. I don't know. I thought it was funny. It made you laugh. So why are you judging? Okay. All right. You ready for the next one?
So, never mind. I'm not even going to say this.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so Alabama really picks what they want to be laws.
Yeah.
Like, you can have sex with your cousin, but you can't wear a fake mustache in church.
To make someone laugh.
Yeah, to make someone laugh. All right.
I don't know that you can... You don't have to have all your teeth. No, I'm just joking. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's illegal to hike naked in Switzerland. Switzerland's highest court ruled...
So anything else you can do naked, just not hiking.
I didn't say that. Ruled that local authorities can impose fines on people hiking nude in the Alps. They said the ban on naked hiking was only a marginal infringement on personal freedoms. They have a public nudity and public indecency act, but they don't. I mean, they have a public indecency act, but not a public nudity act. So it allows locals to decide if they want to let you hike naked. So if you want to have a fun evening, Google naked hikers.
Oh, that's like a community of people, huh?
Yeah, and they don't cover their junk, and you can on Facebook. It's just, on the internet, you just put naked hikers, and it's like, yeah, like there's a lot of naked hikers, and they just let their junk hang out, and I don't understand that because it gets
being one with nature in nature.
It gets all sweaty. And
it's getting sweaty it's getting more sweaty if you got clothes on.
But my clothes absorb it because I wear cotton underwear.
No lace. That's such a lie.
Yeah, Raina, Naked and Afraid. I love that show. You know that. I love Naked and Afraid.
I actually like to watch that one too.
Yeah, that one's a lot of fun.
So anyways, if you're out hiking in Switzerland and you're naked and I guess I don't know if it's a game warden, but the park ranger or whatever comes up on you, they're like, hey, we're going to find you. I'm not hiking, sir. I'm camping naked. Well, I came here to camp.
So on this picture, all I could think of is, them damn rocks hurt. That cannot feel good. Look at that. Why would you want to sit on a rock naked, poking up your butt?
See, now, the one guy on the far left is kind of chunky. No one else is that chunky. I'm saying this for a reason. Nudists
like to be chunky.
Are never like the super attractive model people. They're always the people you don't want to see naked.
Right.
Not that I've been to a nudist camp, but, I've seen, on HBO or whatever, nudist things.
Yeah.
But every time you see a documentary or show with nudist or about nudist, they're always the people you don't want to see naked. Angelina Jolie is not a nudist.
So I'm with Mother. Sand would be gross. It would stick to everything. Ugh. Okay, let me see if I can get back. Oh, sorry. All right, there we go. All right, so in Alabama, it is also illegal to drive blindfolded. You know what movie that is?
That is the one where Sandra Bullock is leading her kids through the thing because the monsters.
Was she the Quiet Place or the Birdcage?
The Birdcage.
That's the one. The Quiet Place.
Quiet Place was John.
The monsters.
John.
The guy from
CraZy
The Office.
or whatever his name is.
No, not the guy from the Birdcage.
No, he was
the
Quiet
Bird Box.
Place.
I mean, from The Office.
Yeah. Well, Jim. Yeah, but his name is like John Krasinski.
John Krasinski was
John
the
Krasinski
Quiet
was
Place.
the Quiet Place. This one was Bird Box.
So my sisters will tell you they saw a lot of movies with her because our dad liked her.
I did too, especially in her young days. Like she was so hot. Plus, she was from Austin, so I thought I had a chance.
Okay. All right. So, good point, Mother. So you cannot drive blindfolded. Probably not blind either. Probably blind or blindfolded. Didn't do enough research to find out. So, yeah. Good on you. You got the movie. Bam.
That's 2 movies you've showed me in a row, and I've got them.
Yeah, you did. Good job. All right. So, birds have the right of way on public highways in Utah.
That should be the law everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You should stop for the duckies and her babies.
It's not always ducks.
No, I know. Well, those are cranes.
Our dad loved Sandra Bullock. Mm-hmm. Yep. So the birds have the right of ways. You got all those new bird feeders up in the backyard.
I have a bird haven in my backyard right now. And I just planted a bunch of wildflowers all along the side of the house that specifically is supposed to attract birds and butterflies.
If our dogs don't scare the birds away, I think our dogs are scaring the birds away.
Maybe Jax tries to eat them.
One of our dogs eats the birds. If he can catch them, they're gone.
You know.
And every year, bluebirds somehow fall out of the nest, and we always get baby bluebirds out of the nest, and you got to catch them before Jax does, because Jax will devour them. He just snaps them up. So, yeah.
So, Utah, birds have the right of way.
On public highways. On public highways.
Oh, only on public highways.
Yeah. All right. So, in Berkeley, California. Oh, there's a little.
Okay, this law is dumb. What is this?
Yeah, I can't because of the border. It takes away part of the screen. I didn't know that. There's nothing I can do about it.
That's all right.
There you go. Nope. Yeah. In California, you can't whistle for a lost canary before 7 a.m.
I've never in my life lost a canary. How many people lose canaries?
I don't know, but you have to wait until...
And if you own a canary and you lose a canary and you whistle, that brings them back. You can whistle to get a canary to return to your house?
There's so many questions, right?
This whole thing is mind-boggling.
And, as usual, I don't have the answer to any of them.
Well, I didn't expect you to. That's craziness.
Yeah, you don't want to wake the neighbors with your whistling.
I'm just going to go whistle for my canary and have him come back home. No, if he flew away, he probably ain't coming back.
Shit, I can't find Polly, and it's only 6:53.
I got to wait 8 more minutes before I can go whistle and get Polly to come back home.
I thought you'd enjoy that one, because you like birds, so I figured I'd do another bird one. Okay, here we go. South Carolina, you cannot play pinball if you're a minor.
I really need to know why. Do you know why on this one?
I could not find out why.
Damn it.
No, I
That
could not.
is why.
So, I don't know.
That makes no sense.
So, do y'all think that one's true or not? I couldn't find out why. I looked, because gambling? How's pinball gambling?
Yeah, I've played a lot of pinball in my life and I never gambled.
You're not gambling on anything, are you?
I've never gambled on pinball.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, I guess you could be like, hey, $5 to the winner. I don't know, but...
Reefer says they want a pinball machine. That'd be cool to have. And they won't let minors use it because they'll break it. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a big investment. And then there's a, Reefer, there's a pinball machine bar in Fort Worth that we went to. It was really fun, wasn't it?
Was it only pinball machines?
Yeah, we went. Remember, we went the weekend they opened, and it was just completely full of pinball machines.
Yeah, I was thinking
it was over by the Met. No, not by the Met, by the Mass.
That wasn't the place with the peephole in the wall, was it?
No, this is just me and you. We went. It was over by the Mass. We went and saw School of Rock, and it was right there by the Mass. They had just opened. You don't remember?
Vaguely. I was probably drinking.
Yeah, it was brand new. It looked just like this, actually. It was a whole bar full of pinball machines. Yeah, you'll have to go sometime.
You remember the one with the peephole?
That you watched the porn through?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. It's still there.
No, it's there, yeah. But they didn't just have pinballs. They had other games. But yeah. That was like called something Ninja or something.
I don't remember.
Ninja something or Red Ninja or Double Ninja.
But you look through the peephole and there's just
They have a peephole.
Old 70s porn playing in there.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Kind of hairy. It
was very hairy.
A lot of hair. It was a whole lot of hair. Everybody's like, what is in that hole? A whole lot of hair. All right. Here we go. In Tennessee, it's illegal to share your Netflix password. That
seems like something Netflix would have to enforce, not the state you live in.
Were you the one that told me that Netflix is trying
They're testing a new system, some kind of coding system that they've implemented so that you can't share Netflix passwords.
To try to prevent that.
Yeah, because supposedly almost 20% of all things watched on Netflix are done by people without a Netflix account.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. Yeah, I absolutely believe that. Because you get, when we first got it, you can have 3, right?
Now, the majority is, but about 20% is not, which is a large percentage when you think about income. And that's 20% of the viewers don't even pay for your service.
Yeah.
That's a large percentage,
Yeah. Yeah, that is. And I don't know how in the world they're going to be able to do it. But like I do, we have Netflix, but like when I travel, I use it on my phone, but you guys could have it here. Yeah, but Netflix has been losing money. I think their big money is going to come from, we studied this in business school, but I think Netflix's next big push is going to be just a production company. You know how everybody's starting to produce.
Well, because they have their own production company now.
Yeah, they're starting to produce
and I think COVID might have put a big hurt on that because of the movie industry in general. But yeah,
they're direct to home though.
Well, I know, but I think eventually when the world gets back to normal, that when you go to the movie theater to see the new whatever, it might be a Netflix film at the theater.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think they're going to become
because they're producing their own anyway.
But even Prime is producing their own, and I like some Prime made for Prime.
Hulu's got some good originals too now.
Yeah,
also,
yeah,
they all do.
They really are. So that's the new way. Is why? Because they're not having to buy the rights. Because these people have to buy the rights to the films that they carry. They have to pay. They have to have So.
Yeah, HBO Max has been killing it.
Really?
That's
true. We don't have HBO anymore.
Well, I get it from time to time when there's something I want to be watching, but
maybe there's stuff.
But they're the ones that's doing all the at home, like the new Mortal Kombat is coming out. It's going to be on HBO Max or the theater.
In a lot of my crime podcasts, they're talking about a lot of really good crime shows on HBO Max. But we just got Peacock, so I don't want to keep adding.
Well, we didn't just get Peacock. Yes, we did, but we're not paying any more money.
Oh, okay.
Because it's costing me the same as the WWE network was costing me.
Yeah.
And now I get WWE and everything else on Peacock for the exact same money.
Yeah.
So.
Taylor can't wait to see Mortal Kombat. There you guys, everybody's going to see it next week because they pushed the
Everyone cares about it but her.
Two of our dogs are named after Mortal Kombat characters. I used to play it I'm just not a big game person. I
love Mortal Kombat. I have 3 boxes. You can ask her 3 boxes of Mortal Kombat memorabilia up in the attic that I keep saying I'm going to put out.
So y'all are gonna laugh at me, but I liked Soul Calibur better. Sorry.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I liked Soul Calibur better.
Soul Calibur.
My glasses are crooked. I can't concentrate.
I don't like Mortal Kombat just for the game. I like it for all the lore.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of lore in Soul Calibur. It was just a fighting game.
What it reminds me of? The Mortal Kombat. Remember when we were watching what's that Netflix series that has each individual episode is different? Dark
Mirror or whatever.
Dark Mirror. Remember that one where they had the Mortal Kombat style game where the guy got addicted to playing the Mortal Kombat?
And then they started having sex in the game or something?
Well, it was such a weird... Don't give it away, but it was such a weird episode. If you've never seen Dark Mirror, go watch the first episode of like season 3 or something.
They were being gay in game, but being like, we're not gay in real life though, remember?
They got tricked.
Yeah.
It was
no,
cool.
They knew, but they were like, yeah, but we're just going to not be gay.
Yeah, but it showed the emotional connection. My glasses are driving me nuts. I can't think. Let's go to the next one. All right. South Dakota, it's illegal to sleep in a cheese factory. I want to go to the cheese cave.
Yeah, it's every time we're coming back, it's a Sunday, and they're closed on Sunday.
Yeah, I want to go to the cheese cave and.
But there is a cheese cave somewhere close to Waco, I guess, or Hillsboro, I guess. It's like Brazos Valley Cheese
cave
or something.
Or cheese factory or something. Yeah.
And they have a Black Mirror.
Yeah, Black Mirror. That's what it's called. Yeah.
But yeah, suppose they have a whole cave as a cheese store, and they have a whole cave of every kind of cheese.
I gotta tilt my head this way.
But anyways, we gotta talk about cheese.
All right, so it is illegal to lie down and fall asleep in a cheese factory. However, if you fall asleep standing up, it's okay.
So if you accidentally fall asleep standing, you're fine. But if you literally lay down to take a nap,
yeah.
Why would you go to sleep in a cheese factory?
Maybe if you work there and you're.
But if that's the case, isn't it illegal to lay down and go to? Well, not. I guess it's not against the law. It might be against company policy. But I mean, like, shouldn't you not lay down and go to sleep no matter where you work?
I'm not thinking it's workers. It just says it says anywhere. It doesn't specifically say workers. You said what would I think, and I was thinking of an employee. I don't know that that's the case.
But any other reason, why would anyone lay down and go to sleep in a cheese factory?
Because you can? That's like a perfect reason. Oh, what if you're a mouse? What a good question. You have to stay awake.
Yeah, what if you lay down and don't fall asleep? You're still good?
I think you're still good, Arena. Yeah. You ate too much cheese.
So we can just... What if you act like our kids and you're like, what? I wasn't sleeping?
That's not... Our kids or you? Which one are we talking about?
I don't do that.
Yes, you do. You're all like,
how would
I'm not tired. I'm not tired.
I don't know how you would know that.
Do my glasses look crooked to you? Does my face look crooked to you? It's messing with my head. I'm not even drinking. And my glasses look crooked.
They're a little.
Okay.
Pull them that way.
I can't. I'm just not going to look at myself in the thing. Okay. Arkansas. You must pronounce the state name correctly. You can't say Arkansas. You're not allowed.
So that's a law.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say Arkansas.
So if I'm driving through Arkansas and I get pulled over for, say, speeding by a state trooper, and I'm like, I'm sorry, sir, I'm just trying to pass through Arkansas. I'm just passing through Arkansas. I'm not. He's like, oh, that's jail right there. You just said Arkansas.
What says Arkansas? Everybody says Arkansas.
Oh, I'm just looking like I'm trying to mispronounce it.
Arkansas. I'm
not trying to stay in Arkansas. I'm just running through it. He's like, oh, that's jail.
Got another ticket. Yeah, Mother's right. They should do the same thing.
That needs to be a law in Illinois.
Arkansas. Yeah, people do say Arkansas. Yeah. It's crazy. All right. So, here we go. Here's an Arizona one. Your donkey can't sleep in your bathtub.
Damn it.
Gotta find a different place.
Well, good thing I don't live in Arizona.
Gotta
my
find a
donkey's
different
in my
place for your
bathtub
donkey
right
to
now.
sleep. Your donkey's gotta find a different place.
What if he sleeps in his bathtub? Like if
it's in a bathtub.
Oh, okay.
In a bathtub, so
okay.
They can't sleep in a bathtub.
In any bathtub.
You gotta get your donkey a real bed. Don't just have it in a bathtub. Where does an ass take a bath then? You can take a bath, you just can't sleep in it. It's like the cheese thing. You can't go to sleep. You can take a bath, but you can't go to sleep. All right. You want another one for Texas? I haven't done Texas yet.
You know, I didn't even realize you didn't do Texas.
Mm-mm.
All right, well, let's have a Texas one.
Oh, somebody actually just read up on not being able to sleep. Have your donkey sleep in a bathtub? Maybe they know more, because I don't know.
And also, why would you have just read up on that?
Yeah, why would you just read up on not letting your donkey sleep in a bathtub?
Are y'all moving to Arizona and taking your donkeys with you and you need to know the rules?
How funny. Oh, something about a flood. I'll have to look that up. That's interesting. If you find it, put it on our Facebook page, Reefer, because I'd like to know. That's interesting. Okay, so I haven't said anything about Texas. You want Texas?
Yeah, let's have some Texas.
Okay. You can't sell a human eye.
Everything else on the human is fine.
I'm not really sure, but you can't sell a human eye. Eye for an eye. You just can't sell it. I don't understand. Yeah. You can't sell it.
I don't know what this law means.
I'm so confused.
I need you to explain this one to me.
Oh my gosh, that eye looks like something out of one of those horror movies that you guys watch.
Well, maybe it can be donated then. Maybe it can still be I'm a donor. I'm dead, so I'm not.
You're not a donor.
Selling anything.
Don't claim to be a donor.
No, I'm saying if that was the case.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So you're saying that your eyes are safe. Not necessarily. I'm not a seller. I'm a donor at that point.
I'm never wearing these glasses again after today. I can't concentrate. This is crazy. Okay. So...
Can you give it away? That's what Raina's asking. Give it away I was about to say, like Anthony Kiedis. Can you give it away like Anthony Kiedis?
Give it away now.
You just make your glasses way more crooked.
Did I? I can't help it.
They're so crooked.
I can't.
I think they're bent or something because I tried to straighten them and they wouldn't straighten.
I can't handle this. I can't even see anything. This is probably better. Okay, I'm going to do that.
That's pretty good.
Okay, they're like way up on my head. Okay, here we go. So, in Vermont, you need your husband's permission to wear false teeth. It says, it is illegal for women to wear fake teeth without their husband's approval. A woman must obtain written permission from her husband if she wishes to wear false teeth. What the what?
So you can wear your I'll write the letter. You can wear your false teeth except for in the bedroom. You're going to be gumming it tonight.
Oh my God. I was thinking something like, Dear Mr. So-and-so, Dawn has permission to wear her false teeth to church.
Except for in the bedroom.
Oh, gross. Oh, my God. I thought we never had that talk about things you can't say.
That's true. And we're not going to have it.
These are still crooked.
They are. You just made them more crooked. You're looking at a reverse image, and so you keep moving them the wrong way. See, that way, yes. Okay. There, you're good. Don't touch them. Well, now they're a little crooked that way.
Oh, my God. Okay. I can't believe you said that. I can go to the next one.
Wait, we're not going to talk about false teeth?
What about them?
Like the benefit of not wearing them?
All right. In Nebraska, you can't get married if you have a venereal disease. No STDs in the bed.
In Nebraska?
Nebraska. Cannot.
A lot of people have an STD in this world.
Yeah.
I do not, but I know that there is a lot of people that do, because there's a lot that aren't like super bad. Right? I mean, they're all bad. You don't want any of them, but...
There's a lot. I mean, there's some... When you say not like super bad, you mean like herpes or something like that.
Yeah, something that is manageable, right? And so that kind of sucks. If you have herpes, you can't marry someone else and y'all can both be responsible and manage it, you know?
Yeah. So Mother's saying you used to have to take an STD test before you got married. But, I mean, so you can never get married if you have an STD? Because there are
STDs don't go away.
Well, there are some that are incurable.
They all are, aren't they?
I don't believe so.
I think they're all incurable. I think that they are manageable, but I don't think that there's one. If there is one, somebody tell me if there's one that is actually curable, you can get rid of it.
So I don't
think there is.
The whole if your partner's okay with it thing, you know, there was a law passed in our lifetimes where
now I can see you having to disclose it.
Yeah, well, that's the law.
Sense.
That's the law.
Right.
That's the law. You do have to disclose. That's the law.
Gonorrhea is actually curable, isn't it?
With antibiotics, I think.
Yeah, gonorrhea is curable.
So
because it's a bacterial STD, right?
I don't know. But
I guess bacterial ones can be.
They've actually made it criminally prosecutable to give STDs knowingly as well. Like, there was a guy that was infecting women with AIDS or HIV on purpose, and there was no laws against it.
And that should be illegal.
It is now.
It is. If you've been to a doctor or whatever, and you've been diagnosed with, I don't care if it's even herpes or, I don't care if it's herpes, syphilis, chlamydia, whatever. If you've been diagnosed with anything, you should never have sex without disclosing it first.
It's a law.
Right.
You absolutely.
It should be. That should be.
No,
the
it
law,
is a law. You don't have to disclose in California. Why would you not have to? That's a personal violation.
Yeah, you should have to.
You should have to. I thought you had
That's
to everywhere.
That's extremely unfair to the other person.
I agree. That's very unfair to the other person if you're not disclosing. I thought it was a law everywhere that you did have to. If not in California, I would be curious as to why they chose that. Why would you choose not to make that a law? And it is prosecutable. I know that I read the story of the guy that was giving people, there were several women that got HIV from him. He was doing it on purpose, purposefully doing it. What kind of asshole?
I think a lot or most of the viral ones, there's not a cure for, but I think the bacterial ones, antibiotics and time can get rid of them, I think. But
okay. Next one. In Louisiana, it's illegal to send a surprise pizza. It's considered harassment. You can surprise me with a pizza.
So you can send a surprise anything else. Just not a pizza.
I didn't say that you can't. I didn't say that. We're only talking about this.
I know, but that's funny that you can't send a surprise pizza instead of just send a surprise. Or send a surprise food item. Well, so I can send you surprise tacos.
It's considered harassment. I would think probably not tacos either. You're not allowed to surprise someone.
You can surprise me with tacos all day. Anybody listening, surprise the fuck out of me with tacos.
Surprise me with pizza all day. Remember when I was thinking it was more like when we were younger, you would you would order pizza to someone's house and then it would show up and they'd want you to pay for 10 pizzas.
Yeah, but that was prank calling. Like, I get that. But also, I don't know how that ever worked. I never prank called pizza to someone's house. I know it's a thing, but I've never heard of it because also, wouldn't you want, as the pizza company, especially if it's a large order, wouldn't you want paid before you delivered it?
Not back then.
Yeah, you could still take credit card numbers over the phone.
No, not back then. You paid cash. A lot of people still pay cash. They would call your number and verify.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. A lot of people did.
They would
pay cash.
They would call your number. I knew if it was a large order, they'd call you back because people used to do it from payphones. And it was back before caller ID as well, so you really couldn't, and you'd have to give a number. And it got to the point where the pizza places would call the number and verify that person ordered pizza at that address before
When I was real young, me and my brothers, or a couple of my cousins, we would go to my pawpaw's house and we would go upstairs and we would prank call from there, but we never did like malicious things or things that would cause people money or harm. We would just call and pretend we were somebody we're not and say some goofy things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I never sent pizza to anybody's house. I never did that. But my sister, I don't know if they remember this, but do you guys remember I would have you call people out of the school directory? It was in George Michael was really popular, and I would have you say, "I want your sex, sex, sex." And they would do that, and then I would also have them call people and say, "I've got the power," and they would do it because they were little, and they would.
You saw a homeless dude drop a deuce in front of a hotel on Bourbon Street, but don't send someone a pizza.
Yeah, in Louisiana, you can do whatever you want.
There's a lot of shady shit going on.
In Louisiana.
Especially in New Orleans. In general.
Mm-hmm.
In New Orleans, there's a lot of shady shit going on. But don't send a surprise pizza.
Yeah, that's where they draw the line.
Yeah, that's our line in the sand right here. Pizza by surprise.
Drake used to prank call my mom. Did I ever tell you that?
Yes, you did.
He used to call her and play the Barbie girl. I remember he used to play Barbie girl on the phone to her. He would always, I'm like, who prank calls their grandmother? And then later in life, my best friend Michael, who passed away, he always prank called his grandmother as well.
Oh, yeah. I think that's why the story came up in the first place that you told me.
Yeah. I thought that was hilarious. He used to sit next to me at work and prank call his grandma. And I'm like, are you prank calling your grandma? Who does that? But Drake used to do it. Every time we would see a payphone, Drake would make me pull over so he could prank call my mom. Like, if he saw a payphone, he was
she, of course, I'm guessing, knew it was him, but would just play along with it, like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think one time he called, this is the one I'll never forget. He would do Barbie Girl, and then he would also do, you just won 40 free tans. I remember he used to do this.
40 free tans?
He used to do this voice that was terrible, and he would say, you just won 40 free tans. We're the palest people in the world. We were going to do it with tans. I will never forget that. It's like one of my best memories of Drake was him sitting there saying, I'm going to have to tell him that one day. If you just won 40 free tans. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm sorry. That was making me cry because I was thinking about my best friend. Not cry, but kind of tear up because I was thinking about my best friend. He would always he would fuck with his grandma. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, and he used to rickroll her too. That was back when that first came out and everything. Okay, so next. Married women can only have 1 glass of wine in Bolivia. It's still in the books, and it says those who enjoy more are supposedly at risk of becoming morally and sexually lax, and it is sufficient enough grounds for divorce. So they're only allowed to have 1 glass of wine at a restaurant or a bar.
Well, I want my women getting more sexually and morally relaxed.
Relaxed, yeah.
Yes.
I will always remember that. I like my women like I like my wine, red and on the floor. I know.
What is red? Murdered? Did you murder them?
I can't even breathe. Oh my gosh.
So you like your women murdered?
I shouldn't have taken it.
Who said that?
Huh?
Where'd you hear that? Who said that? Where'd you hear it from?
I've just always remembered that. Like my whole life, I've always remembered somebody said. I don't know who said it, and it's. I must have seen it in a show.
And who likes their wine on the floor?
I must have seen it on a show or something.
Like I've heard, like I like it, like I like women, like I like my coffee hot and black. But that means you literally like your coffee hot and black, and you like your women that way.
Yeah.
Wine, why would you ever like it on the floor?
I don't know. I need my inhaler though. I can't cough like I got. I'm already having.
You trying to Google but couldn't find anything. Probably didn't mean you probably heard somebody just say something. They were probably drunk and just said something that didn't make no damn sense.
It's stuck with me for a lifetime. I don't even know. Okay.
So, no more than 1 glass of wine, or they're in trouble.
Taylor says, I like my women like I like my wine. About 20 years old and locked in my cellar.
That one makes way more sense, at least.
I love it. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, I gotta find my place. I'm too busy laughing. Holy guacamole. Okay, so in Kentucky, a woman cannot marry the same man 4 times.
Well, I would think she would learn her lesson after at least the second.
Yeah, not 4 times.
I know people who's been married to the same person twice.
I've heard that's happened. Yeah.
Well, my granddaddy, which was Sandy, my stepmom's mom and dad, were married twice and divorced twice. Like they married, divorced, but they didn't do it a 3rd time.
Huh. So, Taylor, if you get caught for a crime, you can't use that as an excuse. Oh, I only Googled this stuff because of the ReddMetal podcast.
You can. I have your back.
And then Raina,
and we recorded this episode, so we'll have it, and it's proof.
Raina didn't say anything about liquor. I don't know. I would assume that they don't really... wine is really big in a lot of places, and then liquor's really big in a lot of places.
Yeah,
so.
It kind of depends where you're at. So you can have 1 glass of wine, but you can have all the tequila shots you want.
Yeah. All right. So, you better not use a fork and knife with your fried chicken in Georgia.
Wait, did we finish the last one?
No. Want to go back?
Oh, yeah, that was all. Yeah, we did it. Never mind.
You want to keep going?
Yeah, go.
Okay.
I just couldn't remember if we talked about it.
Yeah. So, in Gainesville, Georgia, there's an ordinance that requires people to eat fried chicken with their fingers.
That's how it's supposed to... Who eats fried chicken any other way?
Eating fried chicken with a knife, fork, or spoon, or any other utensil is strictly forbidden. Probably my dad. He ate pizza with a fork and knife.
Well, sometimes I do. Depends on the pizza.
Yeah.
And also, if it's smoking hot, I don't like to pick it up, and I'll cut it into pieces. But fried chicken, how do you... I've never eaten fried chicken with a utensil, ever. I've never even thought about it. It's never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
But if I wanted to, I don't want to go to jail over it. So that's that also. That's a
Well,
thing.
just because
But,
something's illegal doesn't mean
yeah,
that
because
they'll
I
go
don't want to
jail.
fine for it either. You know, whatever.
It's subject to the discretion of the. Well, you are a police officer. Do you have to write tickets or fine people for ordinances? Like if it says no loud music, are you required to give them a ticket? Do you have to take them to jail?
Well, that's not up to you. That's up to the judge.
Okay, but
Oh yeah, well I mean technically if someone breaks the law, you are required to cite them for it.
Okay, but say you were an officer in Georgia and you caught somebody spooning a chicken. What would you have to write them a ticket?
No, but I would because something's wrong with them anyways. If they got a spoon and a piece of fried chicken leg, I'm like, there's something wrong with this person anyhow. I'm going to cite them and let a judge figure this out.
But would you have to really legally?
I mean, technically, legally, yes.
Huh.
Technically, no. But as a peace officer, if you see someone breaking a law or a penal code, you are required to cite them for it. That's your job.
You can't just give a warning?
That's a cite still. You're still citing them for it, even if it's a warning.
Okay.
As long as it's written.
Okay.
But I'm saying you are required to cite them for it, but do you? I mean, I made teenagers dump beer out of the car. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I never fucked with anybody with weed. So if they had a bunch of weed, I would, like, put that shit away where I can't see it, or, you know, there's times I made them get rid of it, but I never would write somebody up for that. But, am I supposed to? Was I supposed to? Yes. Legally, it was my obligation to do so, but didn't mean I did
says that he wants to see the citations. A guy walked in, saw me, stared me in the eye while he dug into that drumstick with a fork and knife.
Yeah.
I agree with Raina. When you have a chicken breast, you put the fork in it and kind of pull it open, but I don't eat it with the fork.
No, I don't even do that. That's crazy. You just pick that bitch up and you eat it.
Yeah, but you eat yeah. All right. Now it makes me want fried chicken.
I want some fried chicken.
All right.
Popeyes.
So I told you there was something for each of our jobs. So here's mine. In Washington, you cannot attach a vending machine to a utility pole. Which there's a couple of things I couldn't figure out why until I read up on it a little bit because I really did want to know why. So it's for the safety of the line workers. I hadn't thought about that. These guys and gals are climbing the poles and they don't need shit in the way. So it says it shall be unlawful to attach to its utility poles any of the following: advertising signs, posters, vending machines, or any similar object that presents a hazard or endangers the life of the electrical workers. That makes sense to me.
I wish they passed a law like that for our billboards. I haven't come across one with a vending machine on it, but man, there is so much shit in our way sometimes we can't hardly get the ladder thrown on the board.
They put stuff
pole.
on your poles?
There'll be shit. There'll be cars parked against it that are broke down, or there's this one place where they had a bunch of pallets and they just like stacked them all around the fucking billboard pole. It's like, what the fuck?
They're not thinking about you needing to access it.
Yeah, but we have to access them pretty regularly.
Yeah. But if there's pallets, you got to bring them home. I got a lot of pallet projects in my summer.
Well, these were other people's pallets. Oh. I do got pallets at work, though.
Okay. So I was looking for vending machine. This is something totally offhand. I was looking for vending machine pictures, and I came across this. So I don't know if you noticed this or not.
It looks vinyl, or it looks...
It is. So
it's a person.
This is a vending machine dress because they said crime is so bad in, I believe it said Japan, that they made this disguise so that you can hide from people that might be trying to do something nefarious if you feel unsafe. So this is a vending machine dress that's made to protect you. And I was like, what the heck?
So you just walk around in this and pretending you're a vending machine so nobody will try to mug you?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Okay, so at first, when you first started explaining it, I thought you were going to say, like, there's a problem with people breaking into vending machines, so the police dress as a vending machine so that you try to break into them and then they can arrest you.
No.
There are some weird-ass people in Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. All right. Here's one for reefer. In Delaware, it's illegal to sell cat or dog hair. which is a shame because there's a whole lot of it. I don't know why you would want to sell it.
Why would you sell it in the first place?
It's illegal. It's illegal. What if they try? What if they try to buy a Coke from that vending machine? That's hilarious. So I thought that was kind of just a weird one.
They walk up and start poking you in the boob.
They make bows out of them, out of dog hair. Why? For like pet owners? Pet owners want bows?
Maybe she means bows like violin bows. Like those are made of horsehair, right?
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, that makes more sense than a hair bow.
Yeah, but what dog hairs are this long for a violin bow?
Watch Pooch Perfect. Wait, what? There's a dog? You made a dog out of dog hair? No, hair bows for dogs made out of dog hair. Weird.
That is weird.
You'll have to post some of that in our Facebook page. I'll have to look that up.
That's weird.
Yeah. All right. Here's one that's going to break your little pea-picking heart. You ready?
Yeah, I've never picked a pea, but okay.
Okay. If you turn 14 in Virginia, you
15.
can no longer... 15, you can no longer trick or treat.
What?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Mm-mm. It says, according to the City of Chesapeake Code Ordinance, anyone over the age of 14 that engages in trick-or-treating is guilty of a Class 4 misdemeanor.
So it's not Virginia, it's a certain city.
It's Chesapeake, Virginia. Is guilty of a Class 4 misdemeanor punishable by a fine up to $250, as well as anyone else who trick-or-treats after 8 p.m. Can't trick-or-treat after 8 p.m. or after 14.
You know what? If some city made that law, I would strongly encourage everyone to move out of that city and just let it be a ghost town.
Why?
Because fuck that city. That's some bullshit.
You strongly believe you should be able to trick-or-treat any age.
Yes, why not? What are you hurting?
You like candy. You're a candy.
I like Halloween.
I know.
That's bull.
Told you weren't going to be happy.
Man. They should. I would encourage everybody to move out and just turn it into a ghost town. Let the mayor need a new job.
Yeah, I would. I'm with you. I'd rather my teenager go out People make this big deal in where we live about teens trick or treating and taking all the candy.
No, because we get teens trick or treating,
and
they just like to dress up and be fun.
I'd say good for you. They're not out doing anything bad. I agree with you.
I'm in my 40s and I like to dress up and go out and let people see my costume.
Oh, wait. Taylor goes to houses that give them mini liquor bottles on Halloween. That's what we need to start, a neighborhood trick-or-treat for the adults.
I've heard of people doing that before. like they'll have a little mini thing, and then like when the kids come, and then the parents, I'll give mom and dad a liquor bottle and give their kids some.
I wish we lived in a cool-ass neighborhood like that.
Yeah, but you're going to end up giving some 17-year-old some liquor or some 19-year-old and get your ass in trouble because you think they look older or something.
And they'd be having a baby already. Taylor's probably got an HOA. I'm not trading.
Especially with them sexy costumes they sell now. You know, like all the sexy nurse, the sexy vampire, the sexy this, the sexy that.
Mm-hmm.
Every
sexy
costume.
Bumblebee.
Yeah, everything has to be sexy
Bumblebees are
now.
not sexy.
Everything has to be sexy now.
I can't understand that. Bumblebees are not sexy, and they somehow found a way.
But they don't restrict themselves to that.
No.
So a 15-year-old girl can go buy the sexy Bumblebee and go trick-or-treating and look fucking 20.
Yeah.
You know, and then get some liquor. Well, 20 would still not be old enough. 22, get some liquor from you, and now you just gave some 17-year-olds some liquor, and, you know, yeah, you're going to be in trouble.
Okay, so I got a couple of Canada facts. Ready? I like this one. It's illegal to pay with too many coins in Canada, which, when I went to Canada, they don't have pennies anymore. They got rid of the pennies. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. I actually found out about this because we went to, I think I went to the Capistrano Bridge or something. The suspension bridge in Canada, and I went to buy my tickets with, and I had to get coins, and they can't give you. It's weird. They don't do pennies anymore. It was really weird. They were like, can't give you change. We don't do pennies. But they also have pretty much changed all their prices so that you don't need to get pennies. They've been talking about doing that in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of odd because the penny is part of the currency, and it's like,
it makes sense. It's a division
what if something is $1.91? Do I have to pay $1.95 now, or do I pay $1.90 now?
Yeah.
You know, but then if you think about it, well, the penny is not the smallest either. It's just the smallest currency we have. If you actually did the math, you're probably paying $7.42729787324 and it's just all rounded to that penny.
Oh, my glasses again.
Yeah,
fix them.
crooked.
Fix them.
I don't think I can fix them.
So what's interesting is
I can put like something in your ear and make it stick up like that.
In
I can just hold them like this for you.
Thank you. In Canada, this is really weird. So in Canada, also they do like the prices already include tax. They think it's weird in the U.S. that our prices are like plus tax, and everywhere else it's just the price. It's just the price. Whatever.
Yeah, but I don't want. I like our way better in that.
Okay, so
as a retailer, I don't want to have to figure out what everything costs after tax.
Well,
it's easier for me just to tell you what I want to make on it, and then the tax goes somewhere else.
Okay, and then Canadian radio shows must play Canadian artists. They're required to play Canadian artists. Not only Canadian artists, but they're required to play Carly Rae Jepsen. I don't know any other Canadian artists.
Alanis Morissette.
Green Day.
They're from California. They're from California. But Alanis Morissette's from there. Justin Bieber's from there.
Yeah, yeah.
Rush.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of, well, I say a lot of great, like the other ones I named are great. Rush is great. I don't know about Bieber and Alanis Morissette and stuff, but.
Okay. So.
Nickelback. Are they from Canada? Again, I said great. Nickelback doesn't qualify there either.
Okay, so it's illegal in China to reincarnate without permission. On August 3rd, 2007, China's State Administration of Religious Affairs issued a decree that all reincarnations of tulkus of Tibetan Buddhism must get government approval, otherwise they are illegal and invalid. So they can't reincarnate without having government permission, or it's illegal or invalid.
How do you prosecute that? How?
I don't know.
How do you take that to court?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Like, you take a dog to court and be like, no, this used to be manual. He's not going to tell you that because he's a dog right now, but this was manual. And he's
not
a dog
manual.
now.
Come up with a name. I thought you were saying manual, like by hand.
No, like...
Manuel.
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 Okay, fine. This is John. Nah, I'm telling you, this is John. This Labrador is John, and he did not ask permission
because you can control
to become a dog.
Reincarnate. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not. I don't know enough about Buddhism to know if that's true.
No, of course not.
Okay, so the next one: you cannot take a selfie with Buddha in Sri Lanka.
That shouldn't be hard since Buddha is fictional.
No Buddha tattoos or selfies in Sri Lanka. Mistreatment of Buddha images and artifacts is a serious offense. So what's funny is Google Buddha selfies in Sri Lanka because everybody does it anyway. Apparently they don't enforce their laws well. But
so an image or a statue of Buddha, not with actual Buddha.
You're not even allowed to have a Buddha tattoo. So I thought that was interesting.
Huh.
Buddha got a big old belly button.
Buddha got a big old belly.
Oh, yeah? What? Buddha got an innie.
Yeah. Well, most fat people do.
Sorry, it's hard
It's hard to be fat and have an Audi.
It's hard to read sarcasm, sorry. Okay. Singapore does not let you chew gum. In 1992, due to the damage it was causing to the public transportation system, they outlawed gum. They've slowly allowed therapeutic gum for therapeutic purposes, such as Nicorette, sugar-free gum with dental benefits. But sugary bubble gum is still a no-go. It was causing a lot of damage to... I could see that.
That would be a lot of gum, though. Because I doubt they chew more gum than they do, like, in New York City, and it's not fucking up the public railways.
Kind of is.
How? I've never heard of that.
It's nasty. Have you ever been?
It's nasty, but
so
is it...
nasty. That's what they mean. I think that's what they mean, is how nasty
Yeah, that's why they need a gum wall, like in Seattle.
Ew.
No, but at least everybody's putting their gum in a specific place, and it's not gunking up your subways.
Well, you don't just walk around Seattle until you need to get rid of your gum.
You do.
You chew the gum for the gum wall. Ooh, COVID. I can't even imagine going to that gum wall right now. That gum wall made me almost vomit. I couldn't... I can't do spit. I can't handle spit. My sisters used to chase me around and try to hawk loogies at me because they knew it would make me sick. I can't do spit. And gum, the idea of someone taking out chewing gum is spit, or people trading gum. Oh, do you remember that, where people used to trade gum when they kissed or whatever? Yeah, I can't do it.
But like you know what's nasty? Like if you go to like a restaurant or something and you accidentally touch under the table.
Oh yeah.
And there's gum there.
And you smell spearmint. It smells like spearmint.
I'm always like, man, I just got somebody else's bullshit all over my hand.
Why do people do that when you could just put it in your napkin? Like,
I know, it's crazy.
In your paper napkin. Just put it in your paper napkin.
Or your straw wrapper, or whatever.
Or something.
Yeah.
Something.
Or swallow it.
Ugh. Okay, are you ready for the last one?
Yes.
You know what the last one is?
The best one?
The best one.
Is it the best one?
It is. In Hawaii, it's illegal to place a coin in one's ear.
Okay. What brought this on?
In 1900, when Hawaii became a part of the United States, there was an order to destroy all Hawaiian coins, and people would hide them in their ears.
How? I would just hide it in my pocket.
Because you don't search a person's ears if they have their hair down.
Okay, this is making no sense to me. Because here's the thing. Why would you have it in your ear, for one? Because why would you need to keep it when the currency is no longer any good?
Because you want memories, probably.
Right, so you would just keep it in your underwear drawer. Why would you need it in public in your ear when no one accepts that currency? Wouldn't you just put it in your sock drawer?
So nowadays in Hawaii, that's how you know that someone's a drug dealer. They put a coin in their ear to tell you that they're a drug dealer.
So in order to let you know I'm a drug dealer, I'm going to break the law.
Yeah, put a coin in my ear.
That doesn't make any sense. Because if a police officer is allowed to come and talk to me because I have a coin in my ear, I'm not going to have drugs in my pocket also.
Look what Reefer said. I knew a guy who kept a quarter in his ear to call a cab when he was drunk.
I don't think a quarter would fit in my ear.
If you're looking for the weed, you gotta find the guy with the coin in his ear. I don't know what kind of drugs. Hawaii's like into hardcore drugs. They have a lot of hard drug problems, so. Can you do it? Oh, it fits perfectly! Look at that. I want to try.
What?
I want to try.
What?
Give me that quarter. Ew, I want a different quarter. I want my own quarter.
You already took it out of my ear.
Ew, it's got all... I want to try it. Okay. This is crazy.
Yeah, if you put it down, like pushing it downwards, and then push up in the top, it goes right in.
Yeah, it works. Okay.
And it doesn't fall out.
Oh my gosh.
But it comes out easily, it just doesn't fall out.
That's crazy. People will think it's a hearing aid. I don't think so. All right, so just a quick reminder. Follow us to get notifications when we go live. Feel free to chat about the things we talked about on our Facebook site. Please drop ideas either here through the suggestion box or on Facebook for what we can do for future podcasts. If you have Amazon Prime and you subscribe, it costs you nothing and it supports us. And you can watch all of our old episodes on YouTube, except for last week's because we forgot to record that. That one is still on Twitch for a little bit until it disappears.
I think it's like 30 days or 45 days or something like that.
Yep. I'll never touch another quarter again. And then next week, Metal is going to be in charge of the podcast, and I'm not going to have to do anything to prepare for it. And you'll be doing Terrible Toys.
Yeah. Terrible Toys.
Terrible Toys.
Am I supposed to give examples? You normally give examples.
No,
right?
I haven't the last few bits. I haven't given any. You can, but I haven't lately. I've not, so you don't have to. We can just skip it. You can put one on the Facebook page. You can put a teaser on the Facebook page during the week.
All right. Make people go to our Facebook page.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching with my crooked glasses. Ooh, I fixed them. Now.
They've tilted back again.
See you next week.
Look straight. That's not straight. Why do you keep tilting your head? Yeah, see, they're slightly like this. Or like this. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Next week.